Hello, so welcome to part 2 of the screencast, and I'm going to show you what I was talking about in the first part. Now, I want my student in this lesson to make guesses about the past to find the answer to a puzzle, so I want her to speculate. Now, she should analyse the situation and she should give her opinion based on some sort of evidence, okay? So the problem is a dead man is hanging from the ceiling in an empty room, and there's a puddle of water below him. How did he die? How can we tell? Well, let me give you a little bit more information. I'll show you a picture of the man. Here we are. So you see the man can't climb up because the room is too tall. He's dead. He's about 1 metre off the ground. There's water all over the floor. The walls are smooth. Let's say they're made out of concrete, okay, cement. The door is locked from the inside. He's inside a cube. So how did he get up there? How did he die? Before we start, listen to me talking with my student. Now, what is not important is that she gets the answer right. I don't care about that. What I care is she uses the right thinking process, the cognitive skill of analysing the past and using evidence to guess. It doesn't matter if she guesses wrong. She needs to make guesses about what happened in the past, and to do this, she's got to use the correct grammar. So let's just say now she doesn't know the correct grammar for speculating about the past. It's not effective to give her it written down on a piece of paper. What I should do is I should listen to what she says, and I should encourage her, recast or repeat or reflect what she says using the correct grammar. Okay, so welcome to my student. What shall I call you?
Panda.
Panda. My student is Panda. So a dead man hanging from the roof. Empty room. There's a puddle of water below him. How did he die? What do you think?
He might murder by a ghost.
I'm sorry, he might have... What?
He might have murdered by a ghost.
He might have been murdered by a ghost.
Yes.
Do you really think that? How did the ghost get in?
Well, a ghost can just go through the door.
Well, this happened in the past, so the ghost may
Have been...
may have been let in by the man, or...
No,
So the ghost may have...
opened the door.
The ghost may have opened the door, yeah. Okay, how else could the ghost get in?
Come from the roof.
Sorry, the ghost... Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
So the ghost...
The ghost may have been come from the roof.
May have been came. He may have... come from the roof, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you think a ghost?
Yeah.
So the ghost must have lifted him up.
Oh, I think the ghost is smart here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the ghost tried to drowning that man.
Mm-hmm.
So when...
Well, he might have tried to drown the man. Are you sure about that?
He might have tried, yeah.
Yeah.
And after all the water's gone, then he become...
He could
have become hanged.
He could have become hanged. Very good. Okay, well, thank you very much. Did you see how I encouraged my student Panda to use the right grammar? And she used past modal passive and past modal active. I didn't teach her any of that. I encouraged her to use it for herself, and this is the best way she will remember. Hey, does anybody care about the real answer to this? Let's see. See, there's our man hanging. He climbed onto a block of ice. Very hot day. He was very depressed, very, very sad man, so he put the rope around his neck. The ice slowly melted. He hanged himself and died. That's the answer, but my student used the correct thinking process, the correct cognitive skill of analysing the past, and she used the correct grammar. That she didn't guess the true story really doesn't matter. It's not important sometimes that the students get the right answer, but it is important that they go along the right road. Okay? So, what you have to do is plan which skills, which thinking skills that you will need in your lesson, and you need to research what the grammar, what the language, what the vocabulary is that you will need. Okay? Now, if I need to teach paraphrasing skills, we did this in a previous session. If I need to teach opinions, giving opinions, asking for opinions, agreeing and disagreeing. If I need to teach exemplification, giving examples, then what I do is I go to Google on the internet. Yeah? How did we work without Google? And I find how to paraphrase effectively. Also, you'll find on this website, on the Better Writing tab, you'll find a YouTube video on how to paraphrase effectively. I really recommend that you look at that. How to give opinions, how to get opinions. Do you remember this from our first session? How to give examples. Personal examples, typical examples, hypothetical examples. You need to go to the internet. You need to do a bit of research. You need to find the English language you need so that your students can develop their thinking skills, their cognitive reasoning in English. Then you need to push, you need to encourage the students to use this vocabulary, this grammar, this way of speaking. So, in summary, you're an English teacher and you have advantages over native speakers like me. We've covered that. Using content and language integrated learning, CLIL, it means thinking about teaching in a very different way. English teachers, we should teach the language, the grammar, the vocabulary and the strategies so that students can employ their thinking skills. Without knowing the vocabulary, the grammar, the communication skills, they cannot express themselves. So teachers need to plan which of these thinking skills the students will need in the lesson. They have to anticipate and guess. Then go to the computer and research the grammar, the vocabulary that they will need. And finally, encourage the students to use this English language, this grammar, this vocabulary, to use it in class so that they develop their speaking skills together. Yeah? If a student can't use the correct grammar to analyse the probability of a past situation, she cannot participate in the group discussion about the man hanging from the ceiling. And she can't benefit from that synergy of group work, that 2 brains, 3 brains, 4 brains are better than 1. Now there's lots and lots of resources about CLIL, Content and Language Integrated Learning. If you push the button on this web page, just down below this screencast, okay? So download it, have a look at it, and if you've got any questions, please email me. Okay? Thanks again. Tim out.